Jason likes Lumberjanes and Steven just likes to grow Jimmy Olsen. And you're in luck because they're ahead.
Heyo! Welcome to Omnidog's Fault. I'm Omnidog, and Beyond Comics, you know I'm kidding, right? This is Dom of X. Wait, right here. He's got his Pokemon hat on, which I love. And Beyond, not Beyond, Beyond, I was kidding. So let me know that you know I was kidding. Because he did this. I said this, but I wanted to make sure he knows I'm kidding because I don't know what he said. Batnessa's here. Welcome. Doc Elevator. Doc, did you get your gift card from a rival of my sponsor? Chris is here.
I think Beyond said good morning, but that's okay.
Oh, he did. Well, okay, good. I'll keep my good morning to myself next time. Okay, good. No, I appreciate it. Yeah. I apologize. Sometimes jokes don't translate well. Like you're Japanese. Right. Omnidog and Omni Kittens. Let's go. So this is Dom of X, and he's here to tell us about his trip to Japan. Ellen is saying, Konnichiwa, minasan.
I've heard that. I heard that, I think, a billion times over the week. In Japan.
Not my nephew, Ryan Bragg. Welcome. Oh, Matt throwing some Japanese at me, too. How does it match up to this? Oh, it's completely different. What are you saying, Matt? Oh, let me go get my Togepi.
I got the tag.
I can't believe I forgot this. Okay, we're going on a trip
to our favorite rocket ship.
Yes, Togepi and my "It's Too Peoply" outside pin. Okay, and this is Kane, Best Mod Kane. How are you? Always good to see Kane. I owe her a thank you in a text, and I owe one to Matt. I can always say it out loud now, but what language is this, Yarne? Nihongo Jozu? Is that Japanese?
I think that is a meme.
Oh, this is a meme? A meme?
I think what Yarne said is supposed to be a meme.
Yarn, explain yourself. Oh, you did? Oh, I just ordered Rom V Swampy 2. Peace and love.
I love that.
Here's
book.
Axel. Welcome. Good Nacht. Nice to see you. No problems here. What is James? I don't know. But James is saying, Dom, your video quality isn't the best. I can see pixels. But Axel's saying he doesn't have any problems. Let's isolate Dom and see what's happening.
Is it my internet?
You look fine to me. The important thing is I can see the hat really well.
Wonder if it's
maybe you're. Oh, I don't see any pixels. But I don't know. The hat's casting shadows on your face, but that's the hat.
I think that's supposed to do that, yeah.
Whoop. Okay, I messed that up already. There we go. Okay, Togepi. Get on, like, right here. Yeah. Oh, is it? Thank you. Must be my pronunciation. Oh, that's exciting. I was just wondering about that, Chris. Just a sec. Okay, how hard can this be? I don't want to have to take my shirt off on air, but I may have to. Okay, Dom, tell us about yourself.
So good.
Your YouTube channel is on a link is posted for your YouTube channel in the description box. So what do you do on that channel there, Dommy?
I talk about releases for comics, assuming that my internet connection is holding up decently. I got a monthly show with Curtis. It's going to be on the 31st this month, where we talk about all the June DC finest.
Ooh, that's right.
And I've also got plenty of solo videos on comics as well.
Yeah, what's your latest comic book YouTube thingy?
I have
what's your latest video?
I have an overview of an Omni coming out soon. It's the Walt's Comic Shop edition of Chip Zdarsky's Batman Omni Volume 1.
Oh, he got his own cover, DM cover?
They have their own cover. It's behind me somewhere. And
is it related somehow to Very Fine Condition?
It is very much related to Very Fine Condition, though his logo's not on it.
What? Why don't I have a DM? People like me more than Very Fine. They'd all sell out.
You're not wrong. You don't sell out, Jeff. You're specifically you.
Right. Thank you. That's actually a really nice compliment. Yep. Thank you, James. Here's the Dom. And I also have comic releases information there, because that is where Dom talks about upcoming releases of comic books, collected editions. And it's amazing because you just type any publisher there, except for manga, I think. But I've never looked for manga, so I don't know.
We have manga hardcovers on the site, but not not Tankobon. Not Tankobon manga.
I don't even know what that is, so okay.
Your regular standard of the mill, like what you would see at a Barnes and Noble, like the tiny paperbacks that are like $12.
Oh, okay. This is big news. Thank you, Chris. I just got done reading Something Epic 2, and it ends on a cliffhanger, a big cliffhanger. And I'm gonna make a video after I make my top 10 favorite Batman stories for Batnessa. I'm gonna make under the radar gems, and Something Epic is one of them. Spoiler alert. Let's go.
Also, James, I just realized what I did. I accidentally had my resolution set to 360p instead of 1080p.
Oh, so you fixed that?
I fixed that.
Okay. Kane, comic releases should branch out from manga releases. Expand your clientele.
Never too late to buy a domain, right? I think that would have to be the next thing.
Just talk to your sponsor about it. They put their logo on covers. My sponsor, I think Dom can tell it better than I can. Do you know anything about my sponsor, Dom?
I do. If you are looking for those logo books, aka Detective Comics by Ram V Omnibus, or the first deluxe of G. Willow Wilson and Marcio Takara's Poison Ivy run, you should check out panelboundcomics.com. Use the code Omnidog and get $2 off any one of those 2 books. Now, if you want those exclusives with the logo on it and 2 others, you can throw it in with 2 other books for 5% off of your entire purchase using the code OmnidogSit. Check out panelboundcomics.com for more.
You're amazing. That's way better than I could do. Thank you. I need to get you and or Peter M recorded, and I really should, to get play that in the middle of a show, because you guys are both so good, whereas I'm just like but if I remember. So thank you. Super excited for that, Jess. I'm anxiously awaiting for it. Well, I pulled all the books out yesterday, Batnessa, so now I have to go through them to make sure I know that I can explain why I like them and take notes. So maybe by the middle of the week. Good. Thank you. I just read The Me You Love in the Dark by Scotty Young and Jorge Corona. Very haunting and creepy, but a must read. It's great. But is that available in any collected edition? How did I read it? I think I read it in singles.
Trade. Should be in
trade.
That's how I read it.
I will definitely wait for the deluxe, which is undeniably coming, right?
I hope so.
Talking about comic releases, will essential collected editions for August be this coming Saturday? Because Dom will be with Omar on August 25th. What the hell? How does James knows everything? How does he know that? And what is he talking about?
He does know. I will be with Omar on the 25th of July because of San Diego Comic-Con. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I forgive you. I'll find. Well, Webhead will be available possibly. Yeah. Okay.
AKA my other boss.
That's right. You do have a lot of bosses.
I do.
Okay, July. Okay, that makes sense. And Belgian Ellen bought the trade. Okay.
Unless you decide to push that show to the 1st of August, I would be able to make that.
The 1st of August.
Because the last week of the month is still very much July.
The 1st of August. When's the first of August is a Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Which is when our show typically is.
Right. Wait. Okay, now I'm confused. August 25th. Oh, I see.
July 25th is
that's what I'm seeing. Yeah. August 1st. Yeah, that'll work. We'll just move it to the 1st, August 1st. Okay, yeah. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Dom. Thank you, James. That is awesome. And Matt asks, how is Webhead doing? How is he doing?
I was just talking about life with him on call a couple days ago. He's doing well.
Good. Talking about life. Wow. Okay. Everything's okay with him? Yeah, I haven't. Okay, good. Because we were talking about life in the chat.
We were, yeah.
He's good. Yeah, okay, good. All right, so let's see. Oh, Matt was saying thank you very much. Let's see, where is that? There you go. Yes, here it is. Everyone was randomly speaking. Right, okay, I can do this. Hola, ¿cómo estás hoy? Feliz domingo.
Hello. I think.
Right. Let's see. Beyond Comics spoke Japanese, and where is?
We got one more thing, Jess. I realized that I need to get something real quick.
Okay. Matt, I've been meaning to thank you for a really generous gift you gave me. It's the Michael Allred book. I just opened it, and it's got his signature, and it's numbered and stuff. That was a really generous book you gave me, Matt, and that was a few months ago. And I thanked you, but I want to thank you on air because that was a generous gift, and I really appreciate it. The 1st of August would be great from Belgian Ellen. I have to work on July 26th, so it would be difficult to watch the show on the 25th. Okay, now we really have a reason to move it, and I'm going to write that down. Okay, what am I doing now? What, August 1st?
The August 1st will be our monthly show with Webhead and me.
Okay. That is for this month. We'll be doing it August 1st, not July 25th.
Correct.
Awesome. I wrote it down, and I'll put it in the pile of notes that I ignore. So how was, Chewy Queso's here. Welcome. Chewy's all buffed up there. How was, overall, how was Japan? Did you enjoy it? And actually, how long were you there for?
I was there for a week. My the other parts of my family, they were there for 5 days longer than I was.
What? That's a jip.
It is, but Omar wanted me to be back for the DC Finest stuff, and I also had other stuff to do at home. So yeah, I told my parents like, hey, as much as I would love to stay, I need to go home early. But I think they were kind of relieved that I went home early because I say this because I might have well, not me, but like my parents didn't expect to be walking as much as they did when I got to Japan, because a lot of the country is run on public transport. I mean, the parts of Tokyo that I went to, parts of Osaka I went to, no traffic. I mean, there's cars, but it's seldom. I mean, everybody's walking and trying to get to where they need to be on foot, on bus. If you're trying to go from distance to distance, you're probably taking some sort of subway or train. But yeah, I got to the point, at least at some point, when at least with my stay there, that the rest of my family was so exhausted, and I was like pretty much the only one still hype enough to head to other parts of whatever the city. The hotels that we stayed at were over malls, so shopping was. I mean, I shopped like for 90% of the trip. That being said, I very much would like to move to that country at some point.
Oh,
yeah. That's where I landed up. That's where I landed in.
That's exciting.
Yeah, in my enjoyment.
I'm mildly upset publicly at very fine condition that he made you come home early. So everybody, next Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, go on there and complain to Omar about what a bad boss he is. If Dom worked for me, I'd have gone over to Japan with him and we'd stay like 3 weeks. Good heavens. Okay, good. Javi's going to let him have it. Oh, YouTube didn't notify you. Okay. Well, how'd you find out? How'd you find out? Actually,
well, I just went on the subscription feed and saw, oh, Jess is live. OMG. I'm going to go click.
Yeah, I need to do a better job posting on my YouTube channel, because all I ever do is post in Discord. So I'll start doing that more, Pittymon. You'll get your info there too. YP's here. YP, who came up with a great idea about my 5 favorite new characters in the past 5 years. That was a great idea, YP. Pretty sure I gave you credit. Let me know if I'm wrong. Javi says, same, me too. All I got was the 30-minute reminder before, but never the live now notification. I'm glad you at least got the 30-minute reminder. That's why I have to post 2 hours. That's why I have to create the show 2 hours ahead. I believe that's the only way you get that 30-minute reminder. Here's Maul and his kitty. Welcome. Why wait until next Saturday? Do it on Wednesday, July 15th.
Because my good friend, Eisner nominated Curtis Finley from Clover Press. He needs your attention to be as hyped for the new and upcoming Epic collections, just as much as everybody, I think, is hyped for the new and upcoming Epic collections from April to June, I believe, are the release dates for what will be announced.
Where is he going to be July 15th, Wednesday?
To talk about those epics with Omar.
Oh. Well, since it's with Omar, I mean, really? Okay. July 15th. Sorry, James. James must have put that on purpose, because that's a random day.
It is July the 15th, though, when they're announcing.
Okay. Well, I could do it next Saturday, but because I don't have anybody for this Saturday. As James. Oh, I thought, okay, I do have July 18th and the 25th now. I have both of those days open, so I have to rush to fill them. Because, channel's so popular. Oh, here's where he said it. Yeah. Okay, I'll find somebody for the next 2 batter days or batter afternoons, whatever it turns out. Either way is fine with me. What was you were in Tokyo and Osaka, you said?
Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto.
Kyoto. Did you get to take the bullet train to Kyoto?
Oh, I took the bullet train from Tokyo to Osaka. I am asking myself why we don't have one of those here. Not even in California. Like having one of those connect from San Francisco to Los Angeles would be such a pleasant convenience.
Yeah,
too bad those don't. Like, yeah, having one of those would have saved me probably a whole lot of money to go to San Diego Comic-Con, because I'm going to be flying into San Diego. But
oh,
yeah, is what it is.
Well, 1985, well before any of you were born, that's when I went to Japan, and I took the bullet train from Tokyo to Kyoto. And that's where I had the amazing pachinko experience in a pachinko parlor. But I'll tell that later. This is your show. So what were the highlights of, let's say, what were the highlights in Osaka? What were you the most excited for, and did you get to do it in Kyoto?
We got to go to Universal Studios, and it was their 25th anniversary. So naturally,
the theme park,
yeah.
Okay.
And I got myself a Mario Kart 25th anniversary shirt that they were commemorating it with.
Cool.
Yeah, it's got
That's
Bowser,
so boss
stuff on the back.
Oh my gosh.
One of my favorites. They had a Pikachu shirt that was sold out. I really wanted. It's selling for like $45 online, so I still might buy it, depending on, because I also still need to save up money for Comic-Con. But my main point being, Universal Studios was super fun. I got to hang out with my brother, go on a whole bunch of rides. And the highlight was, I wore my Dodgers hat. That was the day that I just started wearing this as a whole. Like, I've had this hat now for 1.5 years. My dad got it for me while he was over in Utah with family. I think I was studying, so I didn't go on the trip. But because I wore this Dodgers hat, I got treated like a celebrity. Pretty much every single person that I talked to, I was like, "Oh, are you a Dodgers fan?" I'm like, "Yeah, I love the Dodgers."
Which is not true, but I get it.
Right, yeah.
Because of Shohei, right?
Because, it was always, do you love Shohei Ohtani? I'm like, yeah, I don't know who roots for the Dodgers and doesn't love Shohei, but I love Shohei. We talked about him and Yamamoto and Roki Sasaki. And I even got some free tiny collectibles or pencils because of it. So shout out to the Dodgers hat that I wore.
Well, I love Shohei too. I'm not a Dodgers fan, but he's so great for baseball. I think he is. He's so wholesome, and he's so great. I don't know how you can't be a fan of his.
Not only that, the moment that I got down from the airport, the first vending machine with a whole bunch of drinks on it, there were Pokemon prints all over. It was like Pikachu, but then it had a super big Shohei Ohtani ad with green tea or some sort of tea, and it was there at the bottom. I was like, I haven't even stepped 1 foot outside the airport and I already see his face. And I keep going down with their bullet train system, and his face, his ads they're everywhere. He is everywhere in metropolitan life. And I think it'd be really hard pressed to find somebody, at least in the urban areas of Japan, that doesn't know who he is. But that's celebrity. It's the same way that I view LeBron in basketball. People know him even if you don't know basketball. I think Shohei's in that same boat, if not bigger.
LeBron here, but is LeBron internationally known, you feel?
He definitely is in the Philippines. Everybody knows who LeBron is.
Okay.
But no, that's global culture. That's somebody that and I think everybody in Japan is very happy that one of their one of them is a global phenomenon. I think they're very, very proud of that, for sure.
Speaking of vending machines,
Mm-hmm.
When I was there, I wonder if it's even more widespread, but vending machines sold everything.
Yes.
They were all over the
Yes.
place selling. Okay, I remember they even were selling beer, and I thought,
yeah,
if I was 15 and I was living here, I would put up a house right next to this vending machine and just go crazy. But do you remember any other interesting things that were sold out of a vending machine?
Ice cream. Like, yeah, ice cream sandwiches, ice cream cones, popsicles, full ones too. Like, at least to, all the spots that I went to, like, typically it's, refreshments, right? Like your water, your apple juice, like tea, whatever.
Okay.
A lot of them had ice cream vending machines right next to them. And like ready, fresh to go, still very much ice cold. The day that I left, my mom at like 9 a.m. got me a chocolate dipped waffle cone, which was nice. Yeah, straight out of a vending machine, which is crazy and not.
She got it from a vending machine for you?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And it must have tasted really good. Was the cone dipped in chocolate, or was the
waffle? Yeah, the bottom of the waffle cone was dipped in chocolate.
And what flavor did you get?
It was a chocolate ice cream.
Well, your mom knows. That's good.
She knows what's up.
Yeah, that's awesome. Anything else interesting? I remember that they had sushi, of course. They had. Now I was in the airport. No, I was in a hotel in San Francisco 10 years ago. And the vending machine had wasabi, the Spam kind of sushi. It was really good. Just a sec. Upper management is asking a question. And there. I was on my own. My brother was there for work, but I never went hungry because the places I went, wherever I was, they had everything on display in the front, and I would just ask the chef to come out with me, and I'd point to something, and he'd make it for me, which I thought was great. Where did you guys eat? Did you eat with your family or by yourself or a mixture?
So here's the thing, and this is also mom, dad, for watching this, please do not take offense. I was told by my parents that I had to keep somebody alongside me, or like be with somebody from our group. Like I have a sibling, my parents, I had to at least have one of them with me at all times. Even in the case of like me getting a haircut, and I'll get into that story later, I had to have somebody supervise or like just check up just to make sure I was okay. And I ate with them pretty much every single time. There weren't any moments where I was like, oh, I'll go by myself with this or that. I was always attached to the hip with someone, which is I told my dad, like, I'm planning to go back at some point next year. Like I have a couple of friends who desperately want to go to Japan next year, and I'm like, I'll tag along with you guys. I probably just because of the minor inconveniences to the lack of agency that I had for a lot of the trip.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna go with family next time, depending on the situation.
Okay. I get it. Peace and love to your mom and dad. They, they're looking out for you. So I get that.
I'm not like trying to throw them under the bus of that or anything.
Yeah.
Like it is it's appreciated to know that they care.
Sure.
But yeah, just to my quick haircut story.
What's that now?
Yeah, I got a
haircut story.
I got a haircut in Japan. Just wanted to try out one of their local parlors, and the hotel that I stayed at in Osaka, it's like a 2-minute walk from the hotel where the parlor was at. So went into the parlor, got a really nice haircut. They even added in like a hair wash and hair dry, like premium thing for free. Eventually I
Wow.
had to pay like 5,000 yen for the entire package, but well worth it. At least for the haircut that stayed for the next 3 weeks. But my mom was like, or like, she was like, do you think you can make it out on your own there? And I'm like, yeah, I can. I totally can. It's not like I'm traveling cities or anything. I'm staying in the area. Yeah, my sibling had to go along with me, and
This is Osaka. You
this
split
is
off
Osaka.
from the family with your
Mhm.
Did you say brother or sister?
Brother.
Brother. Okay.
So we ventured out to that local parlor, and because it was the last day there, I also decided to take a quick detour to a shop called Yodobashi Camera, which is essentially Best Buy here on steroids. They sell everything, man.
Oh,
Like the one
yeah.
that I went to was like 15 stories tall. So I decided to get a couple of things there, just like to check out, which I'll show later. But yeah, I could tell that my brother did not enjoy going on. I think he wanted some rest, and that was like a little course of friction over. It was just everybody except for me, I think, overestimated how much walking they had to do in the country. And I think, I just got to a point where I told myself, I know what my body can regulate. I think I'm a pretty fit person. I will chart my course next time instead of letting somebody else chart the course for me.
Speaking of the 15 stories for that Best Buy type shop, I wish Sam was in the chat, because she not always, but she flies there and goes to some 15-story place for action figures, because she can't get them in New Zealand. I always think that's fascinating, just because she can't get them where she lives, and certainly easier than I could fly to Japan. She can fly over there, and 15. She said like the whole floor in this 15-story building, each one was dedicated to a different toy.
Exactly.
line. And so where did we'll circle back to this Best Buy place. Where did you go? Okay, did you go toy shopping in a big place?
I did with my brother, yes.
Okay.
And he was the one who got the majority of the toys, man.
He what? Oh, he's the one that bought most of the toys?
Yeah, he was the one who bought most of Gundam sets, robots, One Piece memorabilia. I opted in for most of the stuff that I got was which I'll show in it, a lot of video game stuff, Pokemon clothing. I think he was more determined to get the collectibles. That was definitely more of his forte than it was for mine.
Nice.
So we spent a lot of time at malls, and if there was a toy thing there, I was accompanying him to that shop. And I don't know if I want to say, I had a conversation with a friend of mine literally last week, because he also visited Japan in a relatively same amount of time. He also went back to the Philippines. And we talked about Japan, and he told me that we're talking about the presentation, the way that these shops show people things. It's, man, the sheer amount of stuff. Not even because I was like, man, I think Japan presents their products better than us. And he said that he doesn't think that they present their products better than us. He just says that there's more products to show than we do. It's stuffed with as many things as you can think of. It's crazy.
So when you went to the Best Buy place, what were you what were you looking at that interested you there?
Mostly Nintendo stuff.
Okay, so it wasn't just washers and dryers. They had memorabilia and stuff there?
Yeah, more video games than we got, more cases than we got. I was mostly looking for stuff to enhance the gameplay and of me owning a Switch too.
Okay.
And because a lot of their and I think this is mainly because of the dollar to yen value. A lot of the items that I got ended up being, like the Switch games I got there ended up being like 20 to 30% cheaper than it would have been for me to buy it here in the States. So I splurged up on as much as I could for, I mean, I got a lot of Switch 2 games and Switch 2 things. So yeah, that
Switch
was mainly
2 games and what? Switch 2 what?
Accessories.
Accessories.
Yeah.
What is a Switch 2 going for right now? Is it still 600 or has it gone up?
It's 500. So it went from 450 to 500, but the way that Nintendo is trying to market it as is just saying, hey, we got 3 games that you can get for free with any purchase of the Switch 2. It's Pokemon Pocopia. I think I have all of them. Pokemon Pocopia, Donkey Kong Bonanza, and one other game, might be Mario Kart, that you can get for free. And ironically, it's the cheapest current gen / next gen console that you can get. Like the Xbox is more expensive. PS5 prices have gone through the roof.
Yeah.
As you probably know, which I find like a lot of things ironic about, hey, like, Sony is canceling all of their disc games by 2028. Xbox is changing up their divisions and firing off a whole lot of developers and shutting off studios. Yeah, somehow Nintendo has come out of this thing looking like I don't know, Jess. Gaming has become so like very, I think, like kind of anti-consumer in the last couple of years. But for whatever reason, I think Nintendo has somehow come out of it being the least anti-consumer of the bunch. And I think that's I don't know. I find it crazy to say.
Yeah. Well, part of me's wondering, since things are getting more expensive all the time, and especially something with memory right now, I'm wondering if I should just grab that Switch 2 while it's still $500 and not $1,000. Even though I have like,
I wouldn't blame you for it. No, like with Ocarina of Time coming out later in the year, which I honestly think is going to put the nail in the coffin for some other. I mean, I think you can say for like whatever hyperbole for some things. Not with that game, which a lot of people see as like at minimum one of the greatest games ever to
I agree. Released. I loved that game on my N64.
Right. So it's for me, like I'm just seeing it as, okay, they're trying to nail it in against, like it's going to be competing against GTA 6 and yeah, I don't know. I think it would be, I think they're probably going to release either a special Switch 2 for the release or a collector's edition, which I'm sure will come out, and I'll be an idiot and buy it because I'm an idiot.
Well, that sounds like a good idea for me to wait for that.
Yeah. But the other thing that I was going to mention is that I was at the Nintendo store in Shibuya, Tokyo, when they dropped the Direct with all of the games that were coming out. So I was with a whole lot of people, like watching on one of the overhead screens of like all of these games that are going to be coming out later this year, like the brand new Fire Emblem, the new Xenoblade Chronicles in 2027, although that's not coming out this year. Kingdom Hearts, because they're making a brand new one, had a lot of gameplay. A lot of people, and I could not understand the Japanese, but I could tell that like, it was showing like a Hyrule Castle glyph in the trailer. I was like, okay, this is a new Zelda game. Sweet, Ocarina of Time, and everybody was like jumping up and down. The experience of it was just like so amazing, just to see it like with people in Japan. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get something like that again, but that was super cool to like witness people with, I guess.
And where was that shown? The
Nintendo preview store in Tokyo. I was watching it.
You said that. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. So that's pretty exciting. I know that I've never played GTA. I know this version has been famously delayed for a long time. So I can't gauge what the excitement's like for that, but I can, the same way I was a DC kid, I was I was mostly a Nintendo adult.
Mm-hmm.
Although, yeah, I was an adult when I got the first NES.
Yep.
With Duck Hunt, which was actually really fun. But I can appreciate the excitement for a remastered Ocarina of Time. So it looks great on a Switch and great on your TV, because when I played it, it was 64-bit on my cathode ray and pixels and squares everywhere. But this thing's going to be looking astonishingly great, I think.
I think so too. And it's going to be, I think, running the same people who developed the last two Zelda games, right? Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Pretty sure those guys are going to be on it. I also find it really cool that the lead producer of the Zelda games, his first project ever was Ocarina of Time. But he wasn't like, a lead producer. He was just one of like the lower end artists or devs for the game, which I think is really cool. But I understand why, even if I disagree heavily, like a lot of people saying like, oh, I don't like what Nintendo's doing with this and that thing. I don't, and like, oh, but extended to, I don't think they're gonna do well on this. I'm sorry, man. Like the Ocarina of Time remake, I think is going to do gangbusters.
Yeah.
For Nintendo, a lot of people I think who grew up playing that game, they're parents now, or if they're not parents, they have some semblance of a life amongst, living amongst people. They're gonna get it. I was just like, I just remember reading through like all the comment sections the next day, whether it was on YouTube, Instagram, just seeing like what the reaction was. A lot of people saying like, hey, I'll finally be able to play this game with my kid, even though, then their experiences with growing up with that game as a kid. And I think that is something that I'm very, very excited to see people playing and reacting to decades later. So yes, I think Legend, like I think what I've learned, don't release a game when Nintendo puts out a Zelda game. I think
yeah. Well, I don't think GTA 6 is something that most of us would play with our kids. That doesn't strike me as a kid-friendly game.
No, for sure. I mean, that's adult life put on hyperbolized on steroids, I think is how I would describe it.
I was just mentioning her. Here's Batmantha. Can't wait to watch the replay of this later. I was just talking about you, Batmantha, because Dom, of course, was in Japan and he described a 15-story building of electronics. And I remember you, if you're still here, I remember you went to Japan to go action figure shopping within the past couple of years because you couldn't get the figures in New Zealand. So I'm sorry you can't stay and talk about it because it sounds like a really fun thing to be able. I mean, shopping like that is super exciting. You've earmarked, you've targeted what you want and where you can get it, and to fly there and experience everything and come away with an armful or bags full of a specific thing like action figures. Oh, it was Hong Kong. I apologize. Well, you're still here. That's good. It was Hong Kong. Okay, Hong Kong, Japan, that side of the world. That's cool. Japan is so good though as well. Okay, it was Hong Kong. I've been to Hong Kong too. It's boss. Cyberbot is saying definitely pick up a Switch 2, Jess. There's so much to play, and the Pro Controller is amazing. Here's the best part is that I have like 7 games for my Switch, and I've probably spent a half an hour playing them. So I would get a Switch 2 to make sure I avoided the price increase, but I probably still wouldn't play the Kirby game, which is the reason I got the Switch. But
I think I have like 30 games for my Switch 2 now, and I've only gotten through like half of the catalog. I just literally finished earlier this week The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. And And the only reason why, even though like it's still the best game that I've ever played for the Switch too. And until something else pushes by, I'll stand by that. And the only reason I wanted to get it was I'll get into it later. I'm playing Final Fantasy VII now, and I was just talking with a friend, and I was like, should I just finish Tears, like the mains? Because I finished everything except for the final boss in Tears of the Kingdom. So I hadn't and I don't know like how the game ends. Like, I'm like, should I experience this and then move on to something else? What I wanted to do was 100% like complete the game before finishing off the final boss. And my friend just said, are you really going to be spending 200 more hours completing like every single granular part of the game before moving on to something else? Because I've never played the thing that precedes it, like Breath of the Wild. Like, I've never played Breath of the Wild. So I'm like, all right, how many more hours should I spend on this? So I was like, you know what? I didn't have any work relatively much this week because no DC Finest came out, and Omar didn't have me do much. So I just said, you know what, I'm just going to kick back and relax this week. I need a week for myself. So I spent it finishing off Tears of the Kingdom. I cried at the end.
Nice.
I cried. No, tears were legitimately.
That's an important thing, because that means you were emotionally attached to the game. That's amazing. That's really great.
Yeah, I did not expect parts of the ending at all. And if I'm also going to be, I'm very happy if what the developers of the Zelda franchise are saying is true, which is that they have no more plans for this or the Switch world of Zelda. I think I'm more than happy with the ending that they gave us. I don't mind if they go back into that world, but I think I'm also ready to like look forward to see what they can do next, because those guys keep making magic no matter what game they make. So yeah.
Speaking of Zelda, I remember the golden cartridge one for the NES, right, Chris? And then I remember the last one I played on the NES. I can't think of what it was called. It was this was a long time ago. This was like 1990, which feels like it was yesterday, but it's 36 years ago. There was the way you killed the final boss, he was a shadow image of Link, and you had to get in the final boss thing. Which was it?
What was Shadow Link, right? Who you're talking about?
Yeah, Shadow Link, and you had to get him in a corner of the dungeon and start stabbing him, and that was the way you defeated him. I can't remember what the name of that was, but that's what got me hooked on Link games. Zelda games, I'm sorry, but I feel here it is. Thank you. Exactly right.
You guys know.
Thank you. Yeah, Adventures of Link. So that's the Zelda game that got me hooked on Zelda, and I played all the N64 ones, and Ocarina of Time was
Majora's Mask.
Oh yeah, I loved Majora's Mask, and but I feel like these like Breath of Time, they're like big sandbox games, and I don't think I have 200 hours. Well, I do have 200 hours. I'm just not willing to do it.
But you want to spend that on something else.
Well, I do want to play those games, especially if they've moved you to Tears. That's a game that I want to, get to enjoy. But James is right up here where he says, oh, this is way right here. I love buying games, but I never play them. That's totally true. I've been waiting. I feel
like that's true with a lot of us comic readers, though, right? Where like, especially for collected editions, get an Omni, right?
Room, yeah,
right. Like, hey, $80, and then you're like, wait, what did I spend it on? Like, I'm going to spend it. We'd rather spend $80 for another additional omnibus at just a sponsor organic price book. I'm sorry about both are good.
Thank you.
If you want to get moved to push to something else, yeah, $2 off that Detective Comics by Rom V Omni with the logo. And
with the special cover,
That's right. If you want 3 or more books along with that, you can use the code OmnidogSit for 5% off that order. But no, like I loved like the moment that the title played for Tears of the Kingdom, because again, like I think I did a pretty extraordinary job. I always do these with games. I don't bother looking up what people are saying on social media because I know that somebody is just willing to spoil whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
But it also comes back to my thing where I was absent and dormant on Nintendo for a good like 11 years. And the last Nintendo console that I had before the Switch 2 was the 3DS, which is in my room. Still have my 3DS case with like 20% of the games that I have for it. I don't have many left.
Hang on, let me highlight you. Go ahead. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, no, I still got I got my Madden football game. I have Pokemon X. I lost a lot of the Switch games, or sorry, the 3DS games from the 2 moves that I've made to 2 different houses. So sad times there. But my main point being that I think I've shared this story before with you, Jess. Like a lot of people in middle school bullied me for like still sticking with Nintendo. Even though I enjoyed the games. They were like, why are you still playing on your 3DS, Dom? Like real people get PS4s and Xboxes and they play Call of Duty or Halo. And I wanted to stick in with the crowd, even though I couldn't play those games on them. I did transition over to playing those consoles. My younger brother was the one who got the Switch. I didn't have a Switch, so I had no idea what was going on with Nintendo up until that point. I mean, I had a Wii U, but I didn't really use it anymore. And somebody told me, I remember being in high school, I think I was a junior, and somebody told me that like they loved their Switch. Like that's how I first heard about Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey. And Super Mario Odyssey was the only game that I ever played on the Switch, and it was on my brother's. But I mean, that was his system. So it was always weird. Like, can I play on this? Can we do this? So yeah, the Switch 2 is the first time I've ever gone back into this like foray of, hey, this is me making up for lost time with my childhood. And a lot of the games that I have played, if not all of them, I've enjoyed to a good extent, which is, I think, really what's all that matters when you play these games, with their flaws and all. Which is why, the Switch 2 has been the second best purchase that I have made in the last 2 years, or since working for Omar. The first one being a MacBook Air M4 that has served me very well for the last 2 years. So
this is a MacBook Air, and I'm not going to spill Coke on the keyboard. I almost did yesterday with Dana. My third game ever was GTA 4, 5 years old. Holy smoke! Well,
at least you didn't get grounded like me when you played GTA. Chewy queso.
Think I have a good to see you, and I have a comic book that I think you'd really enjoy. If you're still here, we can talk about that. I have it's very cerebral comic, so that's why I'm thinking of you.
I unfortunately did not pick up. So my brother picked up a Shonen Jump issue, a couple of ones that had One Piece on them in Japan. I got books. Unfortunately, none of them are manga. The moment that I saw these books, I dropped. You know what? They had like really cool like Marvel and DC like collected editions or whatever. But the moment that I saw these other books, I went, I can't pick up these Marvel and DC books. What am I? So I moved on to something else, but we can get to that later.
Yeah, because I think Pity Ma was the one who was asking to see your haul. So at some point, yeah. Oh,
I'll show the
right
books
now?
I'll show the books that I got in Japan. So the first one is a hand pocket or a pocket dex or Pokédex of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which is the second most recent. If I could find my copy.
And what is that? To explaining to me, because I don't. What's a Pokédex?
It's just all the Pokemon that are part of the game. Like you can.
Oh, it's like an index.
Yeah. So it's I have no idea how Japanese letters work. I'm taking a Japanese class later, so maybe I'll be able to explain it in a couple of months when I'm done with my first class. But yeah, it's pretty much like, hey, like these are the Pokemon that you can get in this game, listed off in some random order, or not random order, but in some order, and you get information about them for both the Scarlet and Violet game, because obviously Pokemon games, as you know, are split off into two, right? They're usually split off into two for the main line.
And so those are the characters you can get, and their iterations or whatever you call it. They're what they change into. What word am I looking for?
Essentially, they're evolutions. So
evolution, right? Okay, thank you.
And they have special ones, obviously, for the starters and also for the big names. Here's my favorite, or part of my favorite line on the right. In Japanese, I believe you say Kanu-chan in Japanese, and I only know that because I sometimes watch the original anime. But this is Tinka-Tink. As you keep going on, they got more info. There's Gudra. So that's the first book that I got in Japan. The second book that I have, this is the Generation 8 Pokédex Handbook. And up until this point, there were 898 Pokemon. So everything up to...
Wow!
Yes, if I can find it. Everything up to this game. So this is Pokemon Sword. This book is updated up until this game, which came out in 2019. 2019. Also, pretty much the same thing. You get information on their whereabouts and how they do it. In Pokemon Sword, they change into these things called Gigantamax, which are just these super big, large Pokemon that can only grow to in gyms and also in some dens. And you keep going on. Same thing. There's Grookey, who is one of the 3 starters that you can get in Pokemon Sword. And the same thing goes on. Same thing moves on. Even special Pokemon like this Alolan version of Doug Trio. They're also part of this game as well. Or this book as well, I should say. There's Minchino and Chinchino. So yeah.
I have a Pokemon question. So when you get Pokemon Sword, is the primary thing to capture or battle or whatever with the newest characters, or do you ever are older characters available too, like from the very beginning, or Togepi or something like that?
It depends on the game. Nintendo did this or Game Freak, I should say, did this very weird thing in Sword where they cut. It used to be that you can put in, and this is up until. Do I have a copy? I do have a copy of the game. Up until this game, which is Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I have the copy of Ultra Moon. Shout out to my friend who gave it to me. So up until this game, you could use up to the 720 or 700 something Pokemon that were available. It was a thing called Pokemon Bank. If you had Pokemon in previous games and you wanted to transfer them to your new game, you could totally do that because there was a national dex, and that just means these are the 700 plus Pokemon you can use whatever in whatever game. They removed that when this game came out, and they said that they wanted to tighten things. They wanted to show there's too many Pokemon now. We want to add more animations. We want to make the game bigger, more fluid. And then the game came out, and people realized that really wasn't the case. And there was a big scandal about it called Dexit. think Dexit was a scandal. Now where people
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Game Freak lied to people about, oh, this is why we removed the, like, I think people are just looking at, oh, they removed this for cost related reasons or not wanting
Okay, wait.
to
What's Game Freak?
They're the developers of the Pokemon game.
Okay.
Yes. So it depends on every single game now. You can only transfer Pokemon if that Pokemon is in the game. So let's just use Togepi as an example. You can catch Togepi in Pokemon Sword, and in this game, Pokemon Legends Arceus, you can transfer Togepi from this game to this game. Okay. And that is that's valid, it's reusable, it's completely fine. Now, if you wanted to use Togepi from this game to Pokemon Scarlet, you can't do that because Togepi is not in Pokemon Scarlet. It's not in the game's code, whatever you want to call it.
I want to play a game that's just Togepi.
As much as
run around with Togepi. Let's Togepi. Let's go.
See, that's a Let's Go Togepi game. I don't know if they'd ever make one, but I would totally be there for day one. Day one.
I'll go pull the books. Just a sec. Here's Justin. Welcome. Good to have you. Spooey is having this on in the background to keep his sanity at work. Awesome. And I think earlier, Matt asked what your all-time favorite game is.
Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story on the Nintendo DS. I still have my copy of it when it was given to me on my birthday, the year that it came out. Let's see if I can show the cartridge up if it focuses. It's this game. This is my favorite game of all time. I will stand by. I have had way too many hours on this thing. I even restarted.
That's awesome.
Also, it's interesting because it's the first game ever that has had Bowser as the main protagonist. Even though Mario and Luigi are on the cover, and as they should because it's their game, that is Bowser's journey. Like that is his story. That is his that's his baby. And I always thought, even as a kid, I was like, man, this is so cool. I get to walk as Bowser, I get to punch things as Bowser, and breathe fire, and tell Bob-ombs to battle and explode. Best game of all, at least for me. Well, favorite game ever.
That's awesome. First of all, Belgian Ellen, I love that you were the only girl reading American comics at an all-girls school. I don't know what middle school is like in Europe, but for me, and it sounds like for Dom, middle school was hell. I hated every minute of it. I had so much fun in elementary school, walking around 8 years old, la, 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 everything's fine. Then, boom, middle school hit, and I just was relentlessly bullied because you can tell that I'm different. I am a different kind of guy. So I stuck out like a sore thumb in middle school.
Well, Jess, that's why I skipped 7th grade.
Oh, because you were too smart, right? And you got booted up?
Well, that, and I also hated middle school.
Yeah. It's the peer pressure on people, or just the fact that Dom and I were different in middle school.
Built different, Jess.
We're built differently. I was happy. High school wasn't that great either, but it was better than middle school. So there's what I'm saying about that. Let's see. Dom, that's the sequel to Superstar Saga.
Partners in Time. The game that I just held up. Bowser's Inside Story.
Oh, okay.
It goes Superstar Saga, which I'm still trying to find the original GBA cartridge of when I was a kid. The only thing that I have right now is the remake that they did on the 3DS. Partners in Time, Bowser's Inside Story, Luigi's Dream Team, and the last one is the Paper Mario one that I'm forgetting the name to, and I never bothered picking up because I heard a lot of bad things about
it. Let's see. I also came across my Zubat Pokemon Beanie Baby that I got from KFC back in the 90s. That's a fun memory. Let's see. Oh God, yeah, Dana. Okay, we're all okay. You know school is hell. Okay, I'm not happy about it, but I'm glad you can relate to it.
It was also weirder for me too because, and again, it just goes back to like my whole like trauma and not doing Nintendo anymore thing. The middle school that I went to, there were only the approximate like per grade size. I went to a K through 12 school until high school.
Okay.
We only had like 8 people per grade, like on average. So it was super small, and so even though like our grades were big, like by size were bigger, I think like my classmates, I had like 13 of them in that grade. I'm still trying to get, the approval of everyone. And if you got the approval of no one, well, you're left alone. You have no one to hang out with.
That's a good observation.
So it was a lot harder on me, I think, than I would have wanted it to. That's okay.
Here's something that will help break the chain that we're in right now. The Reality Check for Real asks, when are the next DC collected edition solicitations? Is that what we're doing next Friday or this Friday?
Yeah. Jess and I are going to be on very fine condition, me as the host, obviously, and we're going to be talking about all the upcoming books for that pre-order month.
And that's the 17th Reality Check. And is that at 11:30 or 11:45?
No, that's yeah, you're right. It is at 11:30 because Omar likes to start those early.
Okay, there you go. Reality Check. Thank you for asking that. It helped me figure it out too. Reality Check also says, I transferred my sophomore year of high school after a kid wrote a fuck. Sorry to swear, but that's awful. What? And you had to suffer and transfer while that kid just got to stay at school?
It's messed up, yeah.
Okay, everybody's I feel like maybe comic book nerds get caught up in stuff maybe more than other people. I'm sorry that bullying is still around. I thought maybe
it sucks, man. It sucks. I completely get it. Oh yeah, Jess, to continue the book haul, if I may.
Yes, go for it.
I hate the but yeah, this is one of the other books I got. This is a Pokemon science book and guidebook to water Pokemon. And yeah,
I know water Pokemon.
I do too.
I know of them. I don't know those exact ones, but
yeah, we got Greninja here at the end who can do things. Just try. This is going to, I feel, I think this is most likely for elementary students, but I'm also like, you know what? This is going to be great for when I learn Japanese next semester and I can apply it to reading this book.
What do the insides look like?
Let me see. Here is our good old friend Blastoise and what he can do on the right hand side. So you got the Pokemon here. I'm sure the name, type, size. You also get to learn more. Here is Fion. You've got Frillish. Mega Gyarados.
And they talk about their powers in relation to how the science works.
Yep, I'm pretty sure that's how this book works.
Okay.
Even as a blind person who can't, someday I will learn to read. Another book that I got. So I talked about the handbook earlier, but I got the official guidebook to
all of them.
Yeah, the official guidebook to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. They don't do these anymore in the States because you can get, you can find ways to get around the game online. Japan still has guidebooks.
Okay. Oh, so that's a guidebook for Scarlet.
This is a guidebook for Scarlet and Violet.
Well, peace and love. I totally admit I needed guidebooks for all the Zelda games, and I didn't for Banjo-Kazooie. I beat that on my own. Well, except I had to call in a friend to help me on the Donkey Kong part in it. Oh no, that was Donkey Kong. There was a part in Donkey Kong I had to call in a friend for. But yeah, I need guidebooks 100%. Yeah.
I miss guidebooks. Yeah, I love guidebooks.
I can see that
got a cool
it's online now, but it was really handy to have those books.
The books are also just so cool, man. Like just getting to like actually flip through something. So this is what the insides look like. Let me see if I can flip through to a Gen 9 Pokemon. It's gonna probably take me a while. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here is on the right hand side. This is Charcaday. I guess I'm holding up with my left hand. That's all right. You can see what the Pokemon is. Their Dex entry. So if you're playing Scarlet, you're playing Violet. You've got their typing here on the top. What they evolve to and how to evolve them on the top hand. Side view, mirror view. They have locations on the bottom and what they look like for their in-game Dex graphic. And also their statistics on the side. And they have that
really cool.
Yeah, they literally have this for everything. So here's Tatsugiri, same thing, and where to find them in both games or in one game. And then you get to the this is the secret of Scarlet. I probably shouldn't be showing this because these are technically spoilers, but
even if you can't read Japanese,
well, it's gonna be useful to me. Because because just pictures help. Pictures help a lot for sure. I think if one is literate enough to understand how communications work, they will be able to understand some part. Oh, I also just realized this. They have bookmarks to bookmarks here on the front that you can like take off.
Oh, cool! I always need more bookmarks.
Yeah, so this is a really cool book. I did not notice that. Huh? Okay. Calling me surprised.
Okay, CNSS, welcome. Glad to have you.
Last book that I got, it's at the bottom of the pile, is an official encyclopedia to all 1,025 Pokemon.
Oh, wow.
Because I had to, and they're all grouped by type. So you've got grass type first, fire, water, bug, fighting, ghost, ground, electric. So yeah, list goes on and on. And the way that they have it displayed is that you have the first whatever that thing is there, and then what they evolve to in a pretty nice order, and also like quick information on them. They also have them pop up in multiple spots. So for example, let me see if I can find something real quick. Okay, so we got Eevee, who transforms into or evolves into many different.
Yeah, I remember Eevee. Okay, that's all the transformations Eevee goes through?
Oh, no. Well, this is just the one because this is a fire type. But if you go to the normal, then this is, I think, another cool thing about their the way that they display all of this. If I can find where the normal types are, God forbid. There's
have you gotten any big plushy things? Did you get any over there?
I got 2 plushies for me that I will show right after this. Where on earth are the normal Pokemon in this book? Did I skip through them? Okay, there's a ground type. There's electric. They're all at least it's color coded. There's Psychic. This is Rock, Steel. Okay, I think no, this is Dark. Oh my goodness, I'll find it. I'll find it at some point.
Okay.
Blue. Okay, there's Water. There's Bug. Okay, I think this is the normal type. Okay, here we go. Here's a picture of how they display all of. So Eevee is obviously in the middle, but I think as many of you can see that it transforms into many things depending on what evolution. They even tell you how it evolves into those things. Gigantamax Eevee, and all the types are there. And this is updated until Pokemon Legends EA. When did this book come out? 2025. So that's your thing. This is I have no idea where I'm going to put this, but it's a nice reference to have. And I'm sure that I will be using this when I eventually make a video on the Pokemon Deluxe Edition Encyclopedia that's coming out later this year in August.
And that'll be on your channel, Dom of X, YouTube.
I think that will probably end up being on my channel because that is going to be a me thing.
Nothing wrong with that. That's awesome. I love you and Geo both have this passion for Pokemon. I know that lots of people in the chat also share it. Thank you, James. And I love any passion, for something like that. That is so great.
Much appreciated, Jess.
Yeah. Reality check. This is so painful just to read. I don't think I'm going to put it up, but I realize how unfair that is. What happened to you as opposed to what happened to this idiot. And all I can say is you are totally welcome here. There's zero bullying online in my space. My Discord, my YouTube channel, everything. So you are totally welcome here. Where are we? Oh, were you going to show us your plushies? Did you get those in Japan?
I have two. I didn't get any of the big ones because I was partly scared.
Oh, wait,
you know what? I have a TSA story.
Okay.
I don't think I can tell the other TSA story publicly, but I can tell mine.
Okay, I just want to point out that everything's cool with Reality Check, and I'm really happy about that. Really happy. I want to see you all the time, Reality Check. You are an
inspiration.
Yeah, you're an inspiration, and I want you to see you all the time here now. Okay, so you have a TSA story about your plushies?
Just over an overall TSA story.
Okay.
I got to TSA in Japan, and they were very not pushy. They understood, the situation that even like the weird situation that I had with the passport because it just wasn't scanning. They were for the most part pretty patient and understanding of like me hurrying up and trying to get to things. I come here and the TSA person, she was very mean. And she was like, like asking like, hey, could you take this off? Could you take blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what? Why do we need to do this? They were like very weird holding about like, hey, did you bring any alcohol? Did you bring any drugs? Did you bring any like food? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I didn't bring any of that.
Bring any drugs? Yeah, here's my suitcase. It's full of drugs.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Very pressing. I was like, yeah, did you get any, expensive souvenirs? And this is why, just to gauge this in, this is the first plushie I got. This is Poplio from the Pokemon Ultra Moon game that I just brought up. She is very cute. Not my favorite starter in Alola that would belong to Rowlet, but Poplio is a very, very close second for me. and she asked me like, yeah, did you bring like larger souvenirs? And I just held this up. I was like, aside from this, no.
That's awesome. What'd she say to that?
I was like, okay, have fun. She literally said after that, she let me go. She's like, yeah, have fun. And I'm like, okay, sweet, I'm out. And then the second one is this is Mega Star Raptor, although as you probably might notice, they are not mega in size. I actually bring it up to
what's that mega?
Ooh. Yeah, this is the plush that I was expecting larger or whatever to get.
Okay.
Very nice consolation prize. I mean, this Star Raptor is my favorite bird Pokemon. I'll say this because I grew up with Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. That was my first generation.
Okay.
And those were the 2 plushes that I got. The other 5 plushes that I ended up getting, because I did want to get a really big and fluffy one. The issue was just it was just mostly space. And am I gonna lug this on? I bought 5 other plushies, but those 5 other plushies are in the hands of other friends that I'm sure have placed them somewhere in their room. But the next time I go, I think I am going to buy another whatever big plush they
buy
got.
a suitcase there and just fill it with stuff. That's
what my mom got, a Pikachu suitcase.
Oh, nice.
Bring more stuff home.
And
I'm going to be using that suitcase when I go to San Diego.
Oh, cool. I love stuff like that.
I do as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to be going to Japan at some point next year. I will. The big plushes that they had there, well, the super big ones, I think, like I showed you before, the giant blue crocodile. They had those in Japan too, and I was like, I'll wait for next year when I'm sure that they'll have other stuff too.
Yeah, that'd be so fun to go. I would love to go to Japan. I know my wife and daughter would love to go with me. It'd be so nice to go with a fellow, lack of a better word, nerd, comic book nerd, manga collectible friend that speaks the same language as I do, not Japanese, speaks the same geeky language that I do.
Right.
That'd be fun to hop around there. Well, it'd be fun to hop around anywhere with a geeky friend. Wait, Chris, are you asking how many hats the Pokemon had or that Dom has?
I have, I think, like 30 hats.
Okay, there's the answer then.
Yeah, this was the hat I'm wearing was huge already. That was one of the things that I got in Japan. Everybody loved it.
What I love it. You have a whole outfit that's on the thumbnail you made. Oh, also James made the background. Thank you, James.
James, best moderator and superintendent ever. But you already knew that.
Superintendent, yeah, he's my show superintendent. You have a whole outfit too. Did you get? Now I know you have a cool sweater. Is it a sweater or a shirt that you got from the Nintendo store?
Yeah, hoodie. I got a Pokemon hoodie that from the SF Nintendo store.
Right.
Wore it to Japan and people still loved it. Even I remember actually talking to one of the it was at the Nintendo store in Shibuya, Tokyo, and she said, "Hey, I love your hoodie. Did you get that in San Francisco?" And I was like, "Wait, what? You've been?" And she was like, "Yeah, I've been to San Francisco once. Like they have that cool hoodie there." And she said that I could get that same hoodie there's 8 Pokemon centers in Tokyo, and she mentioned one of them. I have no idea which one she mentioned, but she said that you could get it here too. So I was like, "Oh, okay, that's cool."
But she knew it was from San Francisco?
Yeah, she said. Yeah, she mentioned that you could also they sell it.
Yeah. okay, so first Chris says Omnidog Con in Japan, but Kane brings up, does Japan have a Costco? Because that's the Costco parking lot is where we always want to hold the con. Do you know if Japan has
I
Costco?
think Japan has quite a couple of Costcos.
Wow.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
It would be. I guess to round out the Pokemon part of the haul.
Yeah.
I got a folder in Japan. I asked my brother if he could help me find one at the Pokemon Center that we were at. So yeah, we got Drowsy in the Gengar line. We've got Graveler and Geodude, Pyukumuku. I think how you say them. I cannot say that for the life of me. Spiel, and then on the backhand side, we've got Swalot and Gulpin. We've got Tandemouse. How do you say the Sar something? And then Dino on the bottom. But it's an incredibly cute folder. I don't care if I get bullied or looked at weird for it.
You're not gonna get bullied here. I can promise you that.
I know that for sure.
That's the whole reason I have a channel. Show stuff off that's fun like that.
That's right. Because it's Pokemon's 30th anniversary, they made a free-for-all book on the history of Pokemon gaming from 1996.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And all the games that are associated with that system through the years. So you've got I'm jealous of all the people who played Gold and Silver. I still have yet to play any Gen 2 games and Gen 3 games. Yeah, Ruby and Sapphire, Diamond, Platinum, Pearl. This was my first. I still have also yet to play a Gen 5 game, but if anybody has a copy of Black and White and or Black 2 and White 2 that they are willing to let me play for not $200, please let me know.
Oh, yeah.
X and Y, obviously, with remastered-ish versions of Ruby and Sapphire. And the last gen that until I stopped, Alola, which is Gen 7, Sun and Moon, and then Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And then when they went from 3DS to the Switch with Sword and Shield, Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. And then we had Legends Arceus. Later for Hisui, which was if your stopgap in Gen 8, if you will, and then up to where we're at now with Scarlet and Violet and the DLC, Legends EA, the most recent game, obviously, with the DLC, and then coming out next year, which I'm very, very excited for. Winds and Waves, which looks absolutely incredible. And then
will those be new Pokemon for Winds and Waves? Like
there will be a whole. Yep, it's their brand new generation next year.
So Wind and Wave, those are two new things. You don't have previous Winds or Waves.
You're correct.
These are being introduced. Okay.
Yeah. So you got Brout, you got our good old fire starter Pombon and Gekua, and I can 110% assure everybody here in the chat that I'm going to be picking Gekua when the game comes out.
Okay.
Yeah, they also have advertisements for current new games like Pocopia, Leaf Red and Fire Green, which they just put on for the Switch online membership. No. These are the games here, like do they have it here on the bottom? I'm trying to see if I can figure out. Okay, I'm getting all of this wrong. I'm looking at the wrong thing. You can get all of these games via Switch Online, and I should know this as somebody who has a family membership for Switch Online. So Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness, etc. And then here are all the games that you can buy online for your Nintendo Switch, like Pokemon Friends, Leaf Green, and Fire Red. They even have a full thing in for Pocopia, which is a third-party platformer. This is pretty much just Pokemon Animal Crossings. You build homes for your Pokemon, and then you see them be happy, and then you move on.
That is so cool. I want that booklet. And I don't even play.
Wait, I already have it.
Pokemon. Yeah.
They have a whole entire thing for Legends EA and all of the things that it does differently, including an advertisement for the DLC.
Okay.
Same for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the most recent technical mainline Pokemon game with the DLC as well. Prices, what's available. They also have the brand new Pokemon Champions, which is their current online multiplayer. You try to beat as many people as you can with your Pokemon team.
Okay.
Competitive Pokemon, if you will. They've got an advertisement in for Leaf Green and Fire Red. And then on the right-hand side, you have Pokemon Unite, Pokemon Friends, and I think that's Snap in the middle. They even have advertisements in for all of the games that you can play on their online emulator as of the moment. Pokemon Home, the thing that I was mentioning earlier, where you can transfer all of your Pokemon between games, which is fun. I transferred my shiny Corviknight from Pokemon Scarlet to Pokemon Sword. And then, they have an advertisement for the Switch too, because, I mean, you have to play it on the system, right? And also more Switch 2 advertisement and a cute more information on Winds and Waves that I don't think, at least some of these here, are available in the States in this capacity. So
nice.
A super cute booklet.
That is. Think is asking a throwback question, but I want to know even though he's making fun of me, did you happen to see any kind of bakery treats like donuts and other kind of Japanese specialties and stuff?
That was where my mom, I think, hung out for most of her, like, if I'm hungry, I need to go here, part of the trip. Yeah.
Okay. What, like what was she into? Go ahead. Oh no, what did she like? Japanese versions of donuts, or were there Japanese creations?
Oh yeah,
specifically from Japan?
Was tea, I think I said the story the last time, but I got to make matcha tea from scratch.
That's right. Yeah,
cool. But yeah, like whatever tea, like little tiny, like, I don't know if I want to call them donut holes, but they had like their own kind of something like that.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most delicious treats
I've
ever had, for sure. Yeah, man. Like, we went to like a whole bunch of like, local bakeries, just because my mom wanted to see like, what they were selling.
Yeah, sure.
And she definitely, I know that all of us definitely enjoyed that, those foods. I think the other thing that I have to say on Japanese foods and whatnot, the way that no matter if you buy, like a sandwich from a vending machine, because you can buy fully made sandwiches in vending machines.
Okay.
Or like at a 7-Eleven if you're just trying to get something on the go.
Oh, 7-Eleven, I want to talk about after this. Did you spend any time in the 7-Elevens? Because they're completely different than ours. Okay.
A lot of time was spent at the 7-Elevens.
Let's talk about finish this treats part, and we'll go back.
Like if they had ice cream or something, like a milkshake or something else like that, I always had to get at least one thing from whatever shop it was. I went to an ice cream parlor in Japan. I don't even know like what flavor I ordered, but I remember really enjoying it. It wasn't chocolate. It wasn't like a, classic thing that you can get at any of the ice cream parlors here in America. I mean, just like to expand on like the whole food thing. Doesn't matter if you're spending $500 on a sandwich at a, in a vending machine, or if you're spending $3,000 on like a meal, you're going to be filled up. I think that's actually one thing I'm very jealous that the Japanese have actually like seemed to maintain over. Not only just because I think like everybody is active and you're always walking from place to place. The food portions and sizes that they give over there, as opposed to here in the States, are just so much better. and so much more like convenient. And they fit you rather than like here where it's like, free refill. We're just gonna give you a whole big plate of something and just
Yeah.
stuff it all in. That's actually one of the main reasons to why I want to move there, is because like I eat a lot, but I never got hungry. As weird as it
Mm.
is to say, like it felt like every single time I went to a restaurant, I'm not spending like exorbitant amounts of money or going to like any fancy eateries or anything. They always found ways to fill me up very, very well.
Mm.
Um, innately jealous that they have.
Reasonable portion
Yep,
sizes, as
indeed.
opposed to like Olive Garden bringing you a 12-gallon vat of pasta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get it. So it sounds like Thinking Comics, they do have some type of donut in Japan. How dare you bring that up again, though? Matt is happy that you and your family had a great time. Yeah, that is great. Beyond, who has the most decadent donut ever constructed in his city in New Zealand. Japanese sweets and pastries are amazing. I love the I love the pancakes from 7-Eleven. That that statement, the 7-Elevens there are just completely different. They're super convenient, but they like Beyond said, the pancakes. What did you get? Do you remember 7-Eleven specifically? Did you go to one and
I
observe
went.
everything in there?
You know what? Here's my story. I'll give a shout out to this guy who also looked around my age and got a Japanese. Like, I'm 110% certain that you know. I'm trying to think about like all of the like gossip magazines and also the ones that are like, for women's health, or like
Yeah.
some of those magazines that like, have celebrities wearing, how do I say this correctly?
High fashion?
Not high
Or
fashion, like showing off their figure in a very illicit way.
Okay. There you
Yeah.
go. I get
So
it.
stuff like
Yeah.
that. I remember going into the 7-Eleven like underneath my hotel in Osaka, because of course there's one there. The hotel was also over a train station, which I also thought was pretty cool. So that was hecka convenient. A guy around my age bought the 3 of those magazines. That was it. And he dipped. I was like, interesting choice of literature, my friend, that you have decided to purchase today. I wonder what you're going to do with it.
Oh, got it.
I say this because like I was pretty much like 7-Eleven every single day. For water. Water was the main one because they sold these like giant jugs of water for a really, really cheap price. And that's what me and my brother, we stayed on for pretty much our
Good.
entire trip. Um, they got, again, like the quick breakfast and or sandwiches. Um, the crisps were nice. Even like regular convenience things. Um, like umbrellas, hats. Like they had it all there, and I was again astounded because like I got a lot of the drinks. By drinks I just mean like milk and
Yeah.
like
Apple juice. Yeah.
Exactly. I got it all there. The main convenience store that I went to, though, aside from 7-Eleven, is called Don Quixote, where it's pretty much just Target, but with a whole lot more than what Target sells. And I like their convenience stores more than here. I just think I'm just thinking and remember. I don't want to say that I feel depressed just like looking back at it, but there's a part of me that's like, man, I really wish that I was there. Why am I not there? I
Pitima, he
had
does. Yeah, he wants to move to
I do.
Japan.
I do at some point for sure. And I don't know when, but I have 2 college contacts. And by college contacts, I mean the leaders to my AAPI club and also another association of my university that has a tag program that allows students to study in other places of the world, also specifically Japan. I have that in my back pocket, but I say this because I remember going to GameStop the day that I got back home from vacation, and I pre-ordered this. I got the brand new Star Fox game.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
They had a really nice pamphlet and booklet too, with all the new stuff that was coming in the game, and I pre-ordered that there. And I went into GameStop, and I immediately got hit with depression because I went, "This is nothing like how it was back in Japan."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I was just hit with like, man, they do consumerism so much better than America. No, again, no offense to any, like, I've lived in America for the last 21 and a half years of my life.
Okay.
And I can tell you flat out that they do consumerism so much better than Americans do. Like, they do the convenience stores better than we do. They do the malls better than we do. They, like, all of their cashiers, they like know how to wrap everything so intricately, and
are they all really nice and smiley?
They are the nice.
Yeah.
And this isn't just the cashiers. Pretty much every single person, even the one police officer that I talked to who like made like an actual like mistake. When I got on the bullet train, like, he was confused, like, "Oh, you don't do? Oh, you don't? Oh, you are doing that? Sorry." Nicest people ever. They bow, after, like, say thank you. I am so jealous of not only like their culture, but also like how they treat pretty much everything with respect. Omar told me to go to, I guess, part segue. Like, he told me to go to a store called Super Potato because he wanted me to see like how they treat like old games, like games Wii U and past, like stuff before 2013. And everything there, even though like these are like 20, 30-year-old games, they're like pristine condition, more pristine than we do. I think, like, I think we like to just, we're done with something, we throw it out, we forget it. Like, they preserve all of their things. And I just came away from it like, what can we legitimately say that we are better at in terms of marketing, in terms of the availability of certain items, and the way that they take care of their things? I don't think we can name one. No, again, but that's just the feeling that I've come across when
you are entitled to your opinion, of course. And one thing I think that really shows respect is the cleanliness of not just the stores, but it's like the entire country is so cleanliness focused, and that, I think that's a really big sign of the respect they have. That's how you show respect in general, by keeping the things you're associated with really clean. So I that ties into everything you're saying, and I don't know. We're two different cultures and stuff like that, but it's I understand exactly what you're saying. And I know I was just messing back with you. I totally appreciate the fact that you brought it up. I thought it was funny, and everybody knows that I'm easy to tease, and I don't harbor any ill will. I'm sorry Batmantha wasn't here to laugh about it.
Right.
Yeah. What let me just ask, Beyond, how did they serve what was the pancake experience at 7-Eleven? Like, how did they make it? How did they serve it? How did you eat it? Like that. all of their food is probably a quarter the price of my country. Yeah.
I mean, it's that you know what? We ate at McDonald's a lot. Again, convenience. And you want to go to this stuff where it's familiar. I much prefer the burgers over there. They have like these really, really enjoyable and delicious soy sauce burgers that you can only get at night. But I splurged on that. You can also like include a milkshake with your order too for free, like as a replacement. You know, here like you typically have to pay like $1 or $2 more to get like a different type of drink. Yeah, there it's like, oh, you want a milkshake? Sure, it's free. We went to a Wendy's in Osaka. The Wendy's served alcohol. They had these delicious mozzarella baconators, like mozzarella melted cheese baconators.
Oh,
like special fries. Dang it, now I'm hungry. What have I done to myself? They're again, like, and the portions are all correct. Like, I never felt overstuffed. I just felt like I had more than enough to keep on, moving for the next 5 to 6 hours. I am amazed that they have gotten that down to a science, and you're always shedding you're always burning calories because you're always on the move. So even if you do end up eating something that's high in fat, high in cholesterol, or high in whatever it is, sodium, you're guaranteed to burn it off in the next couple of hours, just as long as you keep moving, and which you're going to do anyways. Yeah, maybe I am getting depression because I missed that mozzarella burger.
So man.
Good. And I was also surprised that Wendy's sold alcohol there, but
yeah. I know in Germany and maybe Belgium and too, but McDonald's I remember served beer there when I visited a long time ago. So that was always an interesting difference from us. Chris is saying GameStops in general are depressing to go into. Yeah, and I don't know what's going to happen to GameStops now that Sony has decided to go all digital. That's, I think, thank you, Matt. I appreciate that.
I think GameStop will just continue feeding. So I think the main way that they've been getting a lot of money is through the Pokemon card market.
Oh,
which is just absolutely exploded, at least for like the last, well, it's always been a thing. And
yeah,
I think it's going to be a thing until I am convinced, until the heat wave death of the universe. I say this too because I'll go to, I kid you not, Jess, like I'll go to a Pokemon Center and there are always people. I'm not gonna point anybody out, but there are always, you could tell those types of people who are just there for the Pokemon cards and not for anything else. And it's funny too because I think the cashiers are more fed up with you can tell, like, your cashiers are incredibly friendly to whoever, whether it was like, I'll just say my own experience, because I was wearing this or something Pokemon related. They always, struck up a conversation like, "Hey, I really love that you're wearing this or that." They call me, "Hey, you're wearing the hat that we saw." Like, yeah, I love the hat. I even, to extend to another part of my haul, I got a belt. What is this? A belt bag? That the people in this game also wear.
Oh,
yeah. So this is another official in-game accessory that they have made and available to the public, I guess.
Yeah.
And it was always on me. They're like, "Yeah, I love that you're wearing that bag." But anyways, just to bring this back to the Pokemon trading card point. I'm sorry, man. There's no way that I am convinced that Pokemon is never going to die as a cultural as a thing. It's maybe not as like completely and cohesively culturally relevant as the 90s when it popped up, even the early 2000s, but people are crazy for that stuff, man. They got the same thing over there where you can get, you know, whatever brand new cards. They had a limit though. You can only get like 2, 3, or 5 or of a certain like single pack. Anyways, my point being, GameStop will probably continue to push through because like used stuff, and also Pokemon cards. They sell a lot of those, and they always every single time like they restock, or like at least the one near me, I can't speak for anybody else. It's always like they are always out of packs in the next like 3 days. Like they are crazy for stuff like that over
there. Okay, people are saying exactly what you said. Well, and yeah, post-trip funk is real. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. GameStop makes some money through ancillary stuff. Sony's going to hurt all the mom and pops. Okay.
Yeah, I think it probably will too.
Send to GameStop once in a while action figures, Marvel trading cards, but never really for games. I get.
I think I'm like, I know the GTA 6 is coming out, but just because of the digital stuff, I'm not gonna buy it. At least for PS5. I think the way that I'm going to be like working around this whole like Sony no more discs thing is to support games that are on disc that I will actually be able to, you know, physically have. I know that people have had like an issue with like the whole game key card thing for Nintendo, but
oh yeah,
I mean, but games of a lot like Starfield, for example, like people have been doing these like you have a disc, but the thing downloads onto your system. I've had a lot of Xbox 360 and Xbox One games like that. So I didn't like people are obsessed with like it's a game key card thing, which is typically third-party vendor anyways. It's not a big deal to me. But the way that I'm going to be skirting around it is I will be buying like the games that I am currently set to buy, at least for later this year. The 4 sure ones are the brand new Fire Emblem. It's coming out in September. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake, and Wolverine for the PS5. And
okay.
I will be supporting PS5 games that are going to be on disc, but I think after that, I think I'm just going to have my Switch 2 as my main gaming console, and I think I'm more than happy to do it. Marvel's Wolverine, that's right.
I will support you in that, and that that concept by getting Wolverine also, but I'll put it in my delusional stack of video games, and that's, you know, that is where they all go. But yeah, it's important to pick those up, because I agree with everybody else, and that I want to own the game. I want to own anything physically. Any kind of media I definitely want to own now. I was okay with downloading and stuff for a while, not now. I get what everybody's saying, especially Kane and I always talk about that. And Pitymot too. Batman Lego, I've heard. Yep, there's Kane. Yep, Matt also agrees with it. Yes. Batman Lego.
I will be getting Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight whenever it comes out on Switch 2, which I don't think is out later in the year. But here's the thing, because I will have gotten the game so much later than the other platform, like Xbox and PlayStation have had that available now for a while. I'm not going to be as inclined to buy it now because it's come out so much later. The main reason to why I only do this for Nintendo games. I will pre-order Nintendo games because Nintendo is very weird with when their sales come out, and also like when they decide to decrease prices. I know, like, Nintendo game comes out, I know that thing is probably not going to drop like $10 or $20 until like years later. I know, like, for some people they aren't happy with that, but their business model works, and I can't do anything about that. Like, you just have it's just one of those things. Like, I trade off, at least in my head, saying like, okay, I'm gonna enjoy the game, just get it now, worry about it later. Because it's not a Nintendo game, because it's coming out for the main console that I play on months later than everybody else has bought it. I am not as inclined or as passionate to get it as soon as possible as I am with other games, because the game will already have been there for a couple of months by now, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm going to need you and James to keep an eye on the Switch 2 when Ocarina of Time comes out, in case there's some like special Switch 2 Zelda thing that comes with the game and some schmancy design on it that's all Zelda'd out, something like that. That sounds...
It sounds amazing. And if they do that, because I do owe my younger brother, well, a lot of I still owe him a grad present, and I also still owe him for... I'll just say, like, as the older brother, you bullied your brother,
but he narked on you, so it's okay.
Right.
But
that's
the only instance.
I say, yeah, for sure. I say this because I will think about, because I have an SD card now. I'm thinking about just giving him my Switch 2 and then getting that Zelda thing for myself.
Okay. Keep me posted on that. We've been talking about it a little bit so far. Do I need it? No. Do I want to get it before it gets more expensive? Yes. Will I play it? Doubtful. I'm just like that with stuff. So I let's see, where do we go next? Did you go to any places for the kind of spiritual experience? And
man, yes. Yeah. I went to a whole host of shrines in Kyoto. That for me was... This is also something that I also even though, like, some people be like, oh, I don't want to be closed off to it. Like, I find their architecture, specifically Buddhist architecture, to be so cool. Like, like the way that it's shaped, the way that they managed to, like, to have their rituals or whatever it is that they're doing. Going up top on the mountains to get a really cool picture next to, like, one of these, like, sculpted, like sculptures or something. Trying to navigate through, like, I had to go through, like, a little tiny bamboo forest that had, like, a road carved inside of it.
Oh, wow.
I absolutely loved getting to see how they operated there. The best thing too, I rented a kimono out. I was wearing a kimono for pretty much that entire day, going up top of the mountains, getting to see the temples, the towers, statues, getting pictures. That was something super profound that I was like, yeah, I need to do this again at some point.
Nice. That's really amazing. Okay, James is now trashing me. Switch 2 will be just like Jess with his invincible OHCs, keep in plastic till someone forces him to read it. Till someone, yeah. Yeah, I thought Dom had done stuff besides buying, even though everybody loves buying. And speaking of consumerism, I'm a huge proponent of consumerism. I like to buy stuff. Of course, of
course, he's the adorable Omnidog, separating readers from their wallets since 2017.
Yeah, and myself. Right. Yeah, exactly. So, but I know there's just a huge spiritual component to all of Japan, and you really have to want to experience that and really enjoy it for what it is when you're over there, because everybody does whatever they want with their trips. I'm not going to judge anybody, but for me, when I went to Kyoto, I did a lot of the same things you did, Dom, and I like the spiritual component and enjoying it. I can't enjoy it like obviously a Japanese citizen could, but it's still really cool to see um, how the whole country,
for sure,
their spiritual vibe.
I think to add on to what you're saying, when we think about Japan now and how they've modernized so much better, perhaps like than other first world countries, in the way that the whole system operates, whether you're talking about public transport or the way that they just carry on about themselves. I do legitimately think, even if you aren't like, even if one is atheist, or even if one doesn't want to maybe say like figure out, okay, like what is it that they believe in, what is it that they do on a daily basis, like what does the average life of somebody who follows Buddhist traditions or something of that sort, right? I think that you need at least like 1 or 2 days of rest just to catch up with, like let yourself let loose and enjoy in the ways that other people are coming and traveling along. Because yeah, I think we need those reset days where we just allow ourselves to enjoy the atmosphere around us. And I feel like my one day at Kyoto for sure was enhanced by the fact that I didn't have to worry about like, oh my gosh, like making sure that I want to be at this certain store at this certain time, or this specific event is happening that I want to see and attend. It wasn't like that. It was just go up the steps, see what people are doing, like, oh, what are they doing in that building over there? What does this thing symbolize for this particular part of their tradition or culture? That was super profound, at least for me on that day, and I totally want to do it again. Maybe in another part of Japan, or maybe in the same spot, but it was really, really refreshing.
Yeah, this is the one thing. Well, no, I don't want to say I'm judgy on this. I am judgy in my own way, but and this is a funny statement. I'm judgy about people that aren't open to things, aren't open to, that are just closed-minded on anything. I try to be down the middle about stuff so I can just hear, and this is for everything. I can just hear people's sides, why they believe in something or what they're passionate about. I don't want to go into a conversation or a country or anything closed-minded. I want to learn stuff. That's been my whole that's actually been my whole thing my entire life, is I love learning about anything, and I love history. So even though I'm saying I'm judgy about people being closed off, Pity Mom, right, open to everything. Oh, and thank you, Safar. That's very, I really appreciate that. That's nice of you. I just want to be open-minded and learn stuff, and I love that you're the same way.
I think you have to be, right. I think to be, again, shout out to my humanities teacher for teaching me this. But I think in order for one to reach, to distance themselves from the human body as much as possible, we want to elevate ourselves to another level. I think part of that is experiencing life with how other people experience their lives, because they have different situations than we do. They go about things differently than we do. I think that the main problem that I've had with American culture, and I've realized this because a lot of this was ingrained in me in late elementary school, middle school here in the States, was the fact that like I as I grew older, for whatever reason, I wanted to like say like, oh no, this is the way that I was taught it. This is how things should be. There's no like it's my way, right? I went to humanities class, and my teacher was like, don't try to expand as much as you can. She used the highway allegory as that, as like, it's long, it's extended. You don't know where that thing will take you. But the whole point is, getting on the hive so you can open yourself up to other things that you might not have been open up to, like, open with as much as before. So I've taken a lot of that into stride, at least for the last 5 years, or I think I took that class 3 years ago. And it's allowed me to look at things from a perspective that I probably might have not been open with in high school. I think it's mandatory for everybody to go out of their comfort zone or their bubble at least once. Even if you don't like it, I think the whole and this is coming from somebody who has the worst taste, like food tongue in the world. Like, I hate trying new foods, but I might be hypocritical in saying this, but
no,
I think everybody should try out whatever new thing that they can at least once.
I think the highway analogy, I think the highway analogy is good because I'll add to that it's important to take time to take off ramps off of the highway and experience what's going on there too. Because this is interesting that TH says a little about everything. I like knowing a little bit about everything. I don't know everything about comic books, but that's part of the joy of doing a show like this, is that I do learn. And Matt jamming me up for Steve Gutenberg. Even James doesn't remember that, I don't think. I agree. Truly hearing others, and even when we disagree, still respecting them and recognizing their worth as a person. That's really open-minded. Good for you, Matt. So is Reality Check, are you still here, Reality Check? I want to make sure you're subscribed to my channel so I see you more.
He's infatuated.
Yeah, well, not quite, but I am interested.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm interested to make sure that Reality Check knows that he's welcome here, and I want to make sure he's subscribed so I see him more in the chat. Well, thank you, James. Yeah.
If I may, Jess, I still need to show off there's two more parts of the haul.
Sure. We want to see the haul.
I'll go with the Switch 2 stuff first.
The Switch 2 I'm getting ready to buy.
So this is a game case that I got in Japan. It's a licensed by Nintendo. It's one that's made by them that you cannot get in the States. They're the Pokemon that you could, one of the 3 Pokemon that you can pick for Legends EA. So all the 3 stars in this game, they're on the front, but with their Japanese names. So Totodile is Wanonoko, Pokaboo for Tepig, and Chikorita as Chikorita. So I guess there's not really much of a difference there. But the game case holds up to 24 games. As you probably see, there are a lot.
Cool. I want one.
Good amount of my games are in here. Not all of them, but it's for quick. If I need to travel and if I don't want my games to fall, they are here and handy.
So those cases are only available at the Nintendo store in
Japan. You're correct.
Wow. Yeah, they are cool.
And I thought about getting the official Nintendo case because the official Nintendo case, for whatever reason, is here in the States. I think it was like $80. It's still sold out in like the first week. So they had it there. I didn't get that case because I wanted to get some games. I'll show those games in a minute.
Okay.
But I did decide to buy this case instead. You can only get it in Japan. Mega Gyarados, Absol, Lucario, Sableye, and the X version of Charizard.
What was the Mega one? Kane mentioned that earlier. Mega.
They're all Mega Evolutions.
Oh, sorry, the first one. Mega
Gyarados.
Okay, yeah. Kane spoke up about that one.
Yeah, and it's still got, stuff that you can put in for your case, but
okay, wait, what goes under that thing you just flipped up? What else goes in?
Just games.
Just games. Okay.
Just games, and obviously the Switch.
Okay. So the Switch goes in there with the games. Got it.
And I guess to expand on that Switchy collection, because I decided Well, I can't leave there without getting any games, and because all the games there are also 20 to 30% off, like I mentioned, prices here in the States, I decided to try out some things that I probably would never have had in the States just because of money.
Okay. Yeah, that's what THX was just saying.
Yeah. First one is that I got the new Yoshi game. The new Yoshi game that just dropped 2 months ago. Playing it a little bit on the Switch. It's very cute and very fun. It's an adventure game where Yoshi gets this mysterious book that he has to figure out. Like, what are these creatures? What do they do? It's a nice study. It's a nice, cute. It's a nice, cute adventure game.
Yeah.
Yoshi, so.
Let me ask a quick question about that. When you play it, is it just in Japanese, or does it have?
No, they're not region locked. You can get a Japanese Switch game, and it automatically adjusts to the system's language that it has.
Whoa.
And I only bought the first store, or one of the first stores that I went to, I only got this game because I told myself, you know what? If it is region locked, but I can't play it, I at least have a really nice souvenir to keep for myself because it's non-returnable. I popped it in later that night, and I was like, "Oh, it's worth. I need more."
That's remarkable. So, I think that thing was soft cover, Matt. It was the system case. That was soft cover.
Yeah, this is soft cover.
Okay.
It's a soft cover. So yeah, Yoshi was the first game that I got.
Cool.
The next game that I got, and I only know this because one of the only friends that I had who was pro Nintendo at the K through 12 school that I went to in middle school. He was a big Pikmin fan, and I got the newest Pikmin game. I know who all the characters are. I know who Captain Olimar is. I know what the Pikmin do. I have never played a Pikmin game full in general. I've heard a lot of really good stuff about this, and I figured, you know what? I might as well. So Pikmin 4.
I feel like that was a game that came out early for the Wii, right? The first
Pikmin
Wii?
3, I think, was the Wii game.
Oh, the Wii game. Okay.
Yeah.
So Pikmin 4 has been a long time coming then. If it's just out now?
This is one of the earlier, not earlier, but like this is a Switch game. Like not a Switch 2 game. Regular Switch.
Okay.
Game. Yeah. So yeah,
I'd like to know about Pikmin. I remember Kelly had a good friend when she was, I don't know, whenever the Wii came out, that loved Pikmin.
Oh man, yeah, I for sure. I've only heard really, really amazing things about this franchise. They're remastering the original game on the Switch. Not remastering, but they're upgrading the graphics for the Switch edition for the original game. I got Xenoblade Chronicles X, the definitive edition for the Nintendo Switch 2.
So I don't know. Okay. I don't know either. So
I know
you don't know? Okay.
I don't know jack squat about this franchise or what it's supposed to be, but I know that it's not the original, but I also looked quickly online and people said that you don't need to play any other games in the franchise to understand what's going on here. I will get the original. The original edition is going to get a Switch 2 edition some point next year. But because of my OCD, and you know how we collectors are, Jess.
Sure.
Spines, right? Like in the logos. I'm gonna get other Xenoblade games only in Japan from now on. It has to match this one.
Oh, so now you have a concrete objective when you go over there. I'm not just coming over here to live. I need those Xenoblade Japanese editions,
right?
Because otherwise I'll go nuts. And I totally get it. Me too.
That's right.
Is anyone planning to get the Super Bomberman collection next month? Comes out on Switch, PS5. I think there's a Switch 2 version, but appears to be exclusive to VGP in North America. What is VGP? VGP. Video Game Pass?
Plus, apparently.
What is... Oh.
It's a store, I think.
Oh, and yeah, James, Metroid Prime 2 and 3. I played. What did I play on the Wii? Was that 2? Or was that Metroid Prime? No, Metroid Prime, the first one. Wait, what was the first Metroid game where we see who Samus is at the end? Which was that the first Metroid? I guess so. Okay, that was so long ago. I feel like that was 1988 or something.
Yeah, the 1984 for the first Metroid game.
Oh, okay. I remember that was a big hoo-ha when we found out. Well, we didn't have the internet back then, so you had to go into some kind of game store,
right? And I think, well,
and
I know the whole story of like, yeah, first female, like large female protagonist in a main game, right?
Yeah, in a game at all, yeah.
Yeah, because you know, Mario's a dude. Zelda's got, I mean, Princess Zelda, like those are her games, but you play as Link, right?
Yeah.
But no, not Samus. Different from the onset. And then the last one, which was, this is the store that I talked about and I alluded to, you know, the 15 story store that had a whole bunch of electronics in it. The last one that I also went to. A lot of my online friends are really, really big Final Fantasy fans, and I feel weird because I'm like, I know who all these characters. Like, I know who Cloud is, I know who Aerith is, I know who Barrett is. I've never played any of the games. My uncle, who got me into comics, is also apparently by trade, and I remember this because he has let me play some of his Final Fantasy games on the PS2. I visited the Philippines the last time. I got Remake and Rebirth for Final Fantasy. And I only did this because the new Final Fantasy game is coming out, and I also probably won't get it until I go back to Japan because I want matching spines.
That's a completely good reason.
I think it is.
Yeah.
So
I should meet you over there.
Yeah, I agree. I needed to get into Final Fantasy at some point. I also went to a Square Enix store in Tokyo, and I freaking loved that Square Enix store, which was also like 4 stories high.
Whoa.
In the Akihabara district.
That Akihabara, man. You go there at night, and it is just an electric place.
Oh, for sure.
Where all the appliances are and electronics. That's the electronic location in Tokyo. Yeah, the Akihabara is brimming with life.
Oh, it for sure is.
And bright lights.
It's also where I got my money exchanged into cash. They have like a really nice, like hidden and secluded exchange store in that area too. That I was able to get a really, really good rate for.
Oh, that's good to know.
Money. But yeah, those were the Switch. Those are all the Switch stuff that I got. Okay. I will eventually. I am going through Remake Intergrade right now. I'll get to Rebirth at some point later. I don't know when, but whenever I decide or whenever I finish Remake Intergrade, I'm really enjoying it, and I can't wait.
These are still Final Fantasy things you're talking about?
Yeah,
I have never played it, so I'm getting lost. But okay, now I see. Okay.
Yeah. So shout out to the people over at Square Enix for making a really good game. I already have a lot of hot takes and opinions on Cloud's character.
Oh,
the shipping wars, because it's a fake life. I call it a fake love triangle, but to people it is. I mean, it actually legit is a love triangle between him and the 2 female protagonists who are in the game. I think I also have had, like, even though I've only gone through 10 chapters of the game, I have favorites. So
this is Final Fantasy VII?
Yep.
Okay. I have heard that remake is really great.
I've heard, yeah. So that was what I got for my Switch stuff in Japan. And I think the last part of my haul, as I do have, I think, an hour, 10 minutes. I'll show my shirts.
Nice.
Got a Yoshi one from Uniqlo. These were already, I think, very available in Japan, but I think you can get them now in the States. Okay. First shirt. Second shirt, I got Charizard that I got for 1,000 yen. So this was
how much is 1,000 yen?
1,000 yen is, I'm gonna get the exact number here so I don't get confused. It is $6.17 here in the
Nice.
States.
You got that for $6? That's
Instead
a cool
of like
shirt.
$25 or $30 here, Jess.
Yeah. Oh, Kane's impressed. I am too.
Yeah, $6.17. Oh yeah, this shirt that I'm wearing. I also got it.
Yeah, that's your Pokemon shirt. What's it say underneath it?
Pikachu.
Underneath it.
Gotta catch them all.
Oh, gotta catch them all. Okay.
Let's see if I also got another really, really cute one at Uniqlo with the 3 starters from Red and Blue. Obviously Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. I'm a Squirtle guy, but I know
Squirtle guy. Okay.
I know a lot of people love Charizard for a lot of reasons. So
yeah, sure.
There is that. Next shirt that I have to show. I already showed the Bowser Mario Kart shirt. I got this at a Nintendo at the one of the Nintendo stores that I went to. This is a Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom shirt that is apparently glow in the dark, and I didn't know that until I came home from an Independence Day party this year. I came home, it was super dark, and all of a sudden this green circle started glowing.
Oh,
like, whoa!
I love glow in the dark stuff.
I love glow in the dark stuff.
Yeah.
So shout out to Nintendo for doing that. This is one of the shirts that I got at the Pokemon Center. I would have gotten more had I known this. So in Japan, they have a shirt size called free, and I originally thought, I'm trying to find like a large because I wear large or XL typically. This had a size called free, and I thought, wait,
free?
Yeah, it's
okay.
But the reason why they call it free is because it's a every size fits all type of shirt.
Oh.
And I was like, dang it, if I had known that, I would have bought more shirts.
What's on the back of that one?
It's the cover art for this game.
Oh, that's really cool.
It is really
I like that.
It's long sleeve, so I probably won't be wearing it for another couple of months, but this is being worn by me at some point, maybe on the show in November. We'll see. And then the last shirt I've got to show, this is supposed to be invisible apparently, or like halfway, but this is an invisible to me shirt. It's just Mew. Mew is one of the mythical Pokemon from Generation 1. And they are here with a Pokemon called Dragapult. Sorry if it's a little bit hard to see.
Okay.
But those are the shirts that I got in Japan, and I'm very, very happy with them. I wish if I had known what the free size meant in Japan, I would have bought more, but
so
for me,
one size fit all. Yeah, James is asking how that is possible, and THX is saying one size doesn't fit all. So that funny. Shirt that you have somehow fits everybody.
Yeah.
Well, if it's you, that's the most important part,
right?
Yeah.
It fits me, but I can't speak for other people. All I know is that when I went to the Pokemon centers, they had a lot, like at least 80% of the shirts that they had there in the free size.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is a good point. You can just take an empty suitcase and buy your clothes there.
That's literally what I did. I only brought 2 pairs of shorts. No, 1 pair of shorts and 2 pairs of shirts.
Oh, smart.
And yeah, my dad was like, "Why is your suitcase so light?" And I told him, "I'm going to be buying a lot of stuff there. Don't worry, and
smart. I'm thinking ahead, Pop."
Right. And the thing too is like, and I know that this, I don't think this is just a Japanese thing. I think this is an everyone thing. No one cares about what you're wearing unless you're like out butt naked, and about. So like people are not gonna notice. Oh, that guy wore the same shirt like 2 days in a row. no one ever bothered noticing. So
yeah,
I made out. I made out well like a bandit.
nice. I do that frequently on my shows. Wear the same show or wear the same shirt twice. Nobody's ever mentioned it.
That's right. You know, it's like literally as long as you're not naked, people won't notice. Like,
I don't think I'm ever going out like that. Every licensed t-shirt I buy is always at least one size smaller than normal. Then it shrinks after I wash it. I agree with that, especially the really nice cotton ones that I have of bombshells, DC bombshells. Those things are really thick, nice cotton, and they definitely all shrank. I'm glad I got them an extra size up, but I should have got them 2 extra sizes up because they shrank. They always shrink if you're not careful. I got an Electra shirt thinking that was going to happen, and it just drapes over me like a muumuu or something. Well, wait, you mentioned Don Quixote. What is Don Quixote? Because
it's pretty much their version of Target.
Of Target. Okay. Yeah. This is where THX gets his socks.
That's the first spot that we went to buy necessities for the trip. Oh yeah, I also got a show. They did a really cool thing for the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. So they let people choose one of 3. Again, like in Pokemon, you get 3 starters: a fire type, grass type, or water type, Turtwig, Chimchar, and Piplup. I just decided to bring all of them home in the nice folder that I got, and
nice.
It's been nice since.
Thank you for noticing, Hogwash. Why don't you be my designated T-shirt comment mentioner for all future broadcasts? Thank you. Yeah, I love Bombshells merch too. We've been on for a little bit, and I think upper management is ready for me to go up and make dinner tonight. So
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, is there anything you want to touch on before we end the show? We've had a great chat. The chat has been really great today.
Love you guys. I think what I've just maybe 2 things to end on. I think the first thing would be like, it's like all of the fantasies that I had as a kid, like, oh, like, is this thing real? Can I like experience this thing? Like being able to go to spots where I can, like be amongst other people who are also like fans of something, even like, at stores where a lot of it is singular. Like, what am I buying for me? I felt like a part of my life got validated. Like just getting to see all of these, like growing up with these franchises. And being at actual spots where, I went to a Pokemon Center, or I went to a Nintendo store, or even, like a second or like a third party store that sells, like old plushies or something offhand. Like that, getting to just be there felt like I was like I had part of my life validated. So that is one thing for certain. I think the second for sure, and this is something that I really, really wish that I experienced firsthand, because it was on the itinerary, but we didn't have enough time. I want to go to the memorial or museum in Hiroshima at some point. I am super like World War II history has always been something that I've been fascinated by, even as a kid. Like I remember watching my first World War II documentary. I was like, oh, this is interesting to learn about, so I'll do it. Obviously, as many people know, the United States dropped 2 nuclear bombs on Japan, and Hiroshima was the first city to be hit. And a friend of mine told me that I should go, well, not only because I love World War II history, but also because of like his experience there. And he told me, and he loves World War II history just as much as I do. He told me that he couldn't even take a single picture because of like how not like traumatizing, but like how shocking it was.
Yeah.
Like, go in and see what happened. And obviously we talk about it. I was like, oh, like, yeah, we had to do it to not like let the Soviets think about invading Japan, and also because we wanted to rebuild the country and all that. But it's also just to like see like, yeah, how did families like react, like citizens, like regular citizens reacting to something of that magnitude.
Yeah.
And I can't, again, I haven't been to the Memorial Museum, but that is for sure going to be up next on my block because I didn't get to go to it this time, and I know that I will want to go to it the next time.
Yeah, I need to go to that too.
Very somber note.
Yeah, well, no, that's fair. Yeah, I imagine that it's quite affecting. There's a planned city to be bombed as well if Japan didn't.
Right.
Wonderful stream. Glad you had an amazing time in Japan, Dom. Thank you for sharing your experiences. Take care, all, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, Kane. Be kind to one another and hug your pets.
I agree.
CNSS says, sounds like a great trip, Dom. Glad you had fun. THX, Japan doesn't disappoint, and the yearn to return is always there.
I was that same friend that I was just talking about who told me about the memorial. He lives in Malaysia, and we were texting more often because I was finally in a time zone where we could respond, on like I don't have to wait for a text like coming in like 6 hours later. It's if I text him, he'll respond to me. Through our text, yeah, he literally told me by the time I got home, he said, I have a trip booked to Hokkaido because of you, Dom. You should be ashamed of yourself for making me spend money.
Oh,
yeah. So I need to go back at some point. I'm sure that the next time I go back, I will have another one of these very, very long conversations with my friend Jess Bragg to talk about it.
We should plan to go together, and then we'll have a great show when we get back.
Awesome. I know that Omar is going to. Well, it's planned anyways, but he's planning to go to Japan next year. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on stream, but I know that he's talked about wanting to go back at some point in the future. The first year that I worked for him, he went to Japan, and that was the first time that I had to like take care of the channel and all that other stuff before it's fully integrated. So
I remember that because he called me at like 6 a.m. my time, and I fumbled with the phone, and I'm like, dude, is everything okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm in Sweet Potato or whatever that restaurant building was. And he said, there's this Harley figure. I don't know if you have it. I'm like, what? Okay, send me a picture. And I decided I wanted it from Sweet Potato. I didn't have it, but he had already left by the time I took off the cobwebs in my head. I know, I mixed it. I missed doing that. So I didn't, but it was nice of him to call. Oh yeah, the Think recommendation. Let me go get it real quick. I have it set aside for him. Let's see. Where is it? Right here. You probably have already read it, Chris. Whoops, I'm yelling. Sorry. I forgot I had my earphones in. It's very cerebral. It's the power fantasy.
I love that book. I love that series.
Have you read book 3 now?
I have not read up to that point, but man, that premise of you have a whole bunch of like these super like nuclear headed superpower, like superhero-esque figures that need to find a way to contain themselves and stop. Oh my goodness, man. I don't think there's anybody better to do it than Kieran, who can like handle that subject matter. Yeah, what would you do if like you had all this power? You need to find a way to withhold it so you don't kill anybody. It's good stuff.
And there's the main character. He's like the ethics guy that's trying to keep them all in line based on his philosophy of ethics and moral things. So yeah, this book, Chris, if you haven't read it, let me see. Have you read it? I have not read that yet. Oh, I'll send this to you, and I'll send you stuff in Discord. Because I think you'd really dig it. You're cerebral. You and Chris are both cerebral, like Dom is. And I think this is a book that, speaking of cerebral, Crisis recommended this to me. And honestly, I had the first 2 books for a while, and the first 2 books right here, and I had to read them several times before it fully sunk in. It wasn't hard to understand, but they're dealing with a lot of concepts and moving parts that I had to reread to get the full effect. And I think both Think and Chris Brogan, everybody would enjoy it, but especially those two, because I know they're a bit on the intellectual side. And I'm not saying that, you have the first trade on your TBR pile. Nice.
Heck yeah.
When I'm saying intellectual, I mean that in a loving way. It's that you guys are smart, so there you go. I'll send you both in Discord. I'll set up a chat where we can talk about it, because you both dig it. Let's see. So
I think that's it. And apparently I have to go to Costco's, Jess.
You seriously have to go to Costco?
I do.
Okay, we just got a Costco order delivered. Okay, so are you going to you're going to Heroes next year, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm planning that. I'd love to see that, man. I mean, see that. I need to go there again. I love that. So peace and love to everyone. Thank you, Dom, for coming on here and sharing your Japan experiences and all the fun boss Nintendo stuff you got and the clothing. I always look forward to that hat. I've complimented you a million times on it. So his comic releases, if I didn't put I feel like I put comic releases in, but I may not have. I'll make sure I put it in. I did put Dom of X's YouTube channel down below in the description box, but thank you everyone in the chat. We had a great chat today. Appreciate all of you. Peace and love, peace and love. And I will use the Omnicat theme song to play us out. Peace and love. Thank you again, Dom.
Still one more. Roll! Omnidog! Hey, Omnicat! Now here's the Omnidog and Omnicat show. It's the place if you'd like to know more about the books that they've read. Kristen likes Lumberjanes and Steven just likes to grow Jimmy Orr.